Hello there. In this video, we are going to talk about how we can add conditions to our alert policies in the Compliance Center in Office 365. So here I am in the old Compliance Center in Office 365. I am saying the old because in this particular tenant, I don't have yet the separation between the compliance and the security center. And as you know, the alerts part in this center is provided in the navigation menu under alerts, and then you have your alerts and the important thing today that is talking about alert policies. So I can click on alert policies. Here I have the default alert policies that are defined in this particular Office 365 tenant, but I can create my own ones. For instance, if I create any one, just for demonstration purposes, I can specify the name of the alert of the new alert policy test, and then I need to specify the severity for this alert policy, also the category, for instance, threat management. I can click on next, and then I have to select what specific activity I want to monitor with this policy, alert policy. For instance, use submitted email. And then I can add additional configuration for this activity, such as, okay, I want to detect if this is a junk email, this is page, or malware, and so on. And then I can define conditions. So, for instance, if the filter time is mail fraud rule, yeah, I can start just adding conditions to my alert policy. And this is for a new alert policy. Of course, you can also define when do you want the alert to be triggered, every time an activity matches the rule, or just when a specific volume of matched activities are happening. Or yeah, just the last option here. So I can click on next, and then I can set the recipients for this alert. Can be a particular user, in this case this is my user, or can be all the tenant admins. I'm going to cancel this setup because I already showed you how you can define a condition in your alert policy when you are creating a new one. But what about an existing alert policy you create before? So I want to click on yes. For instance, I have this site collection admins added condition. So I can click over here. I can edit the policy. I can change the description of the name. I can change the status. And then I can go to settings. Here we go. And here, as you can see, in this particular case, I'm just monitoring the activity when a site collection admin is being added. A site collection admin has been added to any site collection in the tenant. But I can add some conditions. So for instance, I can avoid to get a notification every time a OneDrive for Business site is provisioned. Because as you know, OneDrive for Business is built on top of SharePoint Online. So every time a new user is arriving to my tenant, I assign the license, and he or she starts to use OneDrive for Business, he's going to be added as a collection admin. So I don't want to maybe I don't want to receive a notification about a fact. So what I can do is just to skip the URLs of the OneDrive for Business on my tenant. How do I do that? By adding a condition. In this case, I have this specific condition that applies to site collections. As you can see, this is not rocket science. I only have these two operators, like any of or equals non-of. In my case, I have equals non-of. And then what I have done is just to type the parent path of any OneDrive for Business site on my tenant, and after this parent path I had added this start that is just it meaning that I'm going to skip basically all the OneDrive for Business sites on my tenant. And of course I can add additional conditions based on the user or the IP address and so on. Once I'm done, I can click on save. And of course, I can go through notifications and change who are going to be the recipients when I want to receive. Sorry, if any limit in the number of daily notifications is applicable here. No, that's not the case. And that's all. So very straightforward video, let's say that. So I have shown you how you can define conditions on your alert policies, no matter if you're talking about a new brand alert policy or you are just updating an existing one. I hope you have found this video useful, and yeah, talk to you soon. Bye bye.